And thank you for coming today. I'm just going to give a very brief introduction to why we're here today. My name is Carol Kim and I'm the chairperson on the executive board, the executive committee. I came to the school 4 years ago with 3 children, thinking this was an Educate Together school. So I'm guessing that perhaps there's many parents that may feel the same way. And so we want to target this session right down to people who don't know the structure of this school so that they can be informed about that. So I've been on the executive committee now for 3 years. The first I was an ordinary member. I just sat on the board and listened, on the committee, and just listened. I wasn't active at all. And I just want to highlight that this was kind of an important process. At the time I felt a little bit useless. I couldn't get what the structure was about. I felt everybody knew so much more than me. But I did attend the meetings and I was part of that quorum. And so I just want to encourage people, when you're participating in the school, don't feel maybe intimidated. I know I did. But it's a process that we're all learning about and coming together to try and create some changes in the school. So I have a great committee this year. And I was explaining my process to them, that it's important for some of them just to be there, be part of the decision making, and not to feel the pressure if they don't feel that they're, so active. So I think that's very important. So I became, in the second year, I took up acting chairperson, and then this year I was elected officially. So in the early days when the schools were being formed, this is the second school of the whole Educate Together movement. You're very welcome. And so we weren't allowed to amalgamate at that time. So when the schools were opening up, they had to open up under independent patronage until the time came when there was a good body of people that Educate Together was formed. So some of those schools remained with their own independent patronage and some of them joined the Educate Together patronage. And Bray School Project still holds the original structures under its own independent patronage. And recently then, at the last AGM, a motion was presented for us to vote on joining the Educate Together patronage. So I had been aware that over the last 3 years this issue was coming up again and again because the government had made changes to legislation and regulations about companies, and schools were under a lot of pressure regarding their patronage. We were overwhelmed at the time to deal with having to update the regulations, and so I'm aware that this issue is a very important issue to bring to the attention of the community in Bray School Project and to bring it to vote. So if we ask who is the patron of Bray School Project, you probably are. So the patronage is set up in such a way, it's called Bray School Project Association, and it's subject to registering to become a member, paying €2 fee, and it's made up of parents, teachers, staff, and people who are in line with the ethos of the school. So we need to bring this vote out to you, out to the association, and have a vote on this issue, and hopefully within this year. So today we really want to start the process from basics. You'll hear a little bit about the structure from Lucy. So we have members of the council, we have trustees, we have the executive board, which represents you, the patronage, and takes direction from you. That's why the AGM has to take place. And then of course we have the wonderful staff and the students. So we just know, we sought advice from various different groups when we were starting into this. We felt this issue is important and we were driving this to a vote. We talked to council members and the trustees, and Lucy has developed a wonderful relationship with them. We have been told that this must be driven by the patronage, and we represent the patronage, the executive committee representing them must drive this all the way. We feel due diligence is very important. That means we really have to investigate, bring everything out to the forum for discussion, for questioning. We will be looking for a unanimous vote because then we'll be confident that this is what the school really wanted. And so, because if you don't have that, you're going to have still groups that felt, well, should we have done that? Or they might try to overturn our decision. So due diligence is very important. And I just want to really thank Lucy and Garrett and David, who are on the working committee, because they are really doing an amazing job. They've been working since September. They've been coming back to us on the executive committee, informing us all the way, and we're very confident that this process is very well managed. Everybody will be consulted, and there will be time later for deeper discussions and debates on the issue. So today we're starting out with the A, B's and C's of our structure. So I'm just left really to thank everybody in the school. We have a great setup in the school. There's great relationships. The different structures are working well together and helping each other. We have needed a lot of help in dealing with the patronage issues, especially with the changes in regulations. And I'd really like to thank the Board of Management and Deirdre for all of the help, and then for being able to really talk to Carol a lot over the last few months. So I'm just left to thank everybody, and let's get this process started today.